get a little closer. There we go. How's it going? Hope everything's going good for everybody today. Just wanted to get on here and man, this backdrop is looking too familiar, it seems like, for everybody, I bet. More of the same being here in bed, but we've got some cool projects that we're talking about. Maybe, well, definitely be thinking about if not drawing out and sketching stuff up about upcoming projects and things around the house that we need to and want to be getting done. What's going on, Mariah? Yeah, so got that, and then there was as I was getting ready for this, Andrea had come across a message from a video that she posted earlier for me. Anyways, it was a really sweet message that I'll talk about it a little bit right here up front, and then as more people get here, I want to like definitely readdress it because it's really cool. But every once in a while, people ask things about ask me. I don't know, like how I do it, why I do it, any feelings I have about being paralyzed, and am I angry, am I this, am I that, and I've always got like a story of I guess a little bit of hope and positivity, saying, I feel like it's a positive thing that I can like help people out and be there for a source of relief and a source of clarity and whatnot for other men or women or anybody in a situation where they're having to I guess just really self-reflect like that, like where your value is. And it's been really cool to be able to see the different changes and the different thoughts and different things, different areas where people have commented and have changed things and whatnot. Mariah, that's a great question. I'd love to answer that. Give me just a second and I'll come right back to it. I think there was a couple questions on here. It seemed like maybe. See, Denise Schmidt just says, "Hey Dan, how are you and the family?" So we're doing good. Everyone's doing good. Just staying busy and doing the crazy shuffle. I cannot believe it's December already, and we need to get the Christmas tree going up and get things pulling together for that. So hopefully we can do that today. Slasher says, "I love dads and you're an awesome as a daughter. I love my dad and you're awesome." Thanks. That made me teary-eye a little bit. I appreciate it. My daughter, see, dang it. That was lame. I'm sorry. Anyways, thanks. That's a cool message. But I had my daughter the other day tell me she had a song she wanted me to listen to, and she played it, and the title of the song is Hero, and my mind just barely went blank on the artist, but it's somebody singing a song about how a person is a hero in their life, and man, it definitely got me, and then if that wasn't bad enough, we were at a at a church neighborhood, like I guess church function last night, and on the way home she rode back home with me and asked if she could put some music on, which is a normal thing. The kids like to control the music in the cars, and especially in the I had been in the Corvette running from appointments to appointment, and so she put that song on again and had it cranked and playing, and just caught me off guard again. And it's just, man, I really I'm just so grateful that I get to be here for all of that, and that, you know, I am paralyzed and in a wheelchair, and life is a struggle and harder in so many ways. And this last year has just been a physical mess, you know, with all sorts of things going on, and having it just really be nonstop. But anyways, it's nice to see the different positive sides of it. So thanks for that. And then Mariah, you're asking, can I ask you? Mariah says, can I ask you? Oh, hey, hold on. We just had somebody sign up. Allie, thank you for signing up. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you. Allie Bear Camp. Blair Camp, my bad. Thanks for signing up. That's so awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. In fact, we don't have the cards out, do we? We were doing these cards, like get to know you cards. Anytime a member signed up, anytime somebody signed up on a live, we would answer that question, like pull a card, and then you could decide who to answer it. You might have to get that out here in a minute, but happy to be here. So thank you. Yeah, thanks for signing up. Really awesome. And back to Mariah on your question. Let's see, focus again. So can I ask you, did you have to go through a grief process after your accident, like since your life was changed? So I think that's such a good question, and it's been addressed like verbally a couple of times through different ways and avenues, but I think when my accident happened, I had a lot going on. Like, life was busy. I had so many irons in the fire and big things going on, and life, career changes, and marriage and family changes, and like so many things, like just things all over the place, that as soon as I regained consciousness and an ability to be doing things, I was like trying to get sorted for being out of the hospital, really. Like, my divorce finalized when I was just fresh in the hospital, and at the time I had an 18-month-old and a 6.5-year-old, right? Yeah. So it was a lot to like think of, and to be trying to mentally prepare for. Not just mentally, but like I was trying to figure out like how I was going to be providing for myself and for my family. Like we had talked about having 50-50 custody and before the accident, and I for sure did not want to lose any of that, and was bound and determined to keep all the custody agreements going, and through the divorce, I was getting left with the house and any of the like the cars that we had bills on, and I was trying to figure out where the heck I was going to get my next dollar, because I knew I couldn't be doing any of the things I was doing before I got injured. And yeah, so it was a cluster that way. It was also the first time I didn't have insurance as like an adult. And thank goodness, like there is like Medicaid and stuff, and had a friend help me fill out all the paperwork for that to finally get that going, and to help pay for some of those medical expenses that were mounting up, and I didn't have any way to answer for when I was in the hospital. And yeah, man, it was crazy. So as far as the grieving process, again, still in it, like I don't think I had time to really grief it while I was in the hospital. We were just talking about this earlier today too. Like there's so many more people that are so much more worse off, and like I'm smart enough and keen enough of what's around me to see and sense that. And like the floor I was on when I was recovering was like a stroke and spinal cord floor. Like, so I saw people with like no brain activity, and like trying to figure out how to even talk, or couldn't talk, or people trying to figure out how to walk, and in every different way. And it was crazy to see and be in the midst of all of that. So like immediately, like I had like gratitude that I was seemingly mentally fully functioning and could have, I had friends and family around that would keep my spirits uplifted. My ex was being kind enough to bring the girls up to me quite a bit, and at least once a week, maybe. I don't recall how frequently for sure, but enough that I was excited to, like, it was awesome when they'd come up. And as things got closer to the end of the 3 months that I was in the hospital for my recovery, when I realized that I was going to be going home as a paralyzed dad and needing to have my life put together, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to get stuff figured out. How am I going to do A, B, C, D? The income thing still had me scared to death. There's so many things and then my house that I had, that I was living in, and was a split level home. And so it had a ramp, it had steps outside up to the front door. And so I had to have a ramp built. And then I had to, once you'd get inside the house, you'd open the door and you'd have like a, 4x5 landing area. And then you'd go inside the door, and there wasn't much room. It was like crazy to shuffle around and get in there. But then I'd have a stair lift that went up the stairs to go up to the bedroom and kitchen and family room area, and then another stair lift that went down to the basement with the laundry room and different things. So like I had to access the whole house and be able to get down there for laundry, and upstairs for groceries and bed and life, and had to round up a few extra wheelchairs. Man, there was like just all these things going all the time. Luckily my brother was on the outside, very, very helpful. Was like he helped build a ramp for me, and then helped me install the stair lifts, helped install stair lifts for me before I got there because I wasn't there. And just so much, man. It was crazy. And then I needed to get a car. I had to buy a vehicle that was going to allow me to have the car seats still, or at least a car seat for my 2-year-old and then my 7-year-old. So I had to have space for, and then for my kids. And so like online, I used to buy a lot of cars. I used to do security for an auction, a car auction place. And so I was like, okay, I'll just buy a new car that's big enough to do all this because my truck's not going to work and my Corvettes aren't going to work. And I had like 3 different Corvettes. And yeah, like just I knew things weren't going to be working in those cars. And I had a little BMW 3 Series that was I thought was just too small. And it was just a lot of stuff. And so I bought like this Cadillac through the auction, this Cadillac DeVille. And I was like, that's the biggest car. I'll be able to make it cool. And then I'll be able to get my wheelchair in and have space for the kids and be able to do everything. And what's up, MML logging? And so it was crazy trying to get that all set up. It was crazy. So then in addition to driving and buying a car, I had to have hand controls put in the car. I was so busy. So like I got a hold of the hand control companies that sold the parts, and I had a friend that owns a service shop up here in Sunset, Utah, and talked with him, and he was compassionate and wanting to help out. So I helped him become a dealer for the hand controls so that I could afford to buy them. Hey, you back? Love you. Thanks for watching her. Love you. Thank you. Hey, Mama. Oh, you got foodies? Good times. Thanks, hon.
Love you.
Goofball. So, anyways, my oldest just dropped off our youngest. She's been watching her. Andrea and I take a couple hours and work on all of our work social media stuff for a little bit. A couple days a week so that we can get things organized. And hey, babe, do you see that little ring light right here at the base of the bed? Anywhere? No, like I don't think. Oh, that's got to be here. It's probably one of those boxes that's at the front. But there's like a little ring light right here by the ground. I was just gonna see because this back window's not opening, but I'll plug that into my thingamajigger. Maybe. So, had all that going on, and yeah, let's see. 1 second. Sorry, while I get mentally distracted here. Bought the hand controls are expensive to have a shop do. It was like a couple $1,000s, and I was like, oh man, like how much are the hand controls? The hand controls are like several $100s, and then most of that money is like for the shop. And like I've always had a bad habit of having to do everything myself, and in the house and cars and everything, because it just doesn't make sense to me to pay people, because if they can figure it out, I can figure it out. That's always been my mentality. And so anyways, bought the hand controls through him, and I ended up putting them in my car when I got out. And I think maybe he installed that first set for me. I can't recall. But bought the car, ended up having a blown head gasket, so he had to do the head gasket for me, and so many millions of things. So meanwhile, I still like staying positive, staying like focused on all this stuff, and so many things going on. And And yeah, it was just crazy. So the whole grieving thing, when I got out of the hospital and was I started meeting with like vocational rehab, and they try to help you. Actually, they were really cool. They help you with like job placement and figuring out what you're going to do if you have big life changes. And I had a big life change and had no idea what I was going to do. So they were trying to help me. And I had an amazing counselor person up there because they were like the whole time they were telling me like, don't feel rushed to have to like be done with anything. Like you haven't even grieved this thing yet. So now I'm around to answering your question, Mariah. So that was the prelude to it. It was it was there was a lot, and I hadn't thought about grieving anything per se until that counselor brought that up and was like, "Have you even had a chance to grieve any of this yet? Like, maybe that's why you don't know what you want to do as a career. Like, have you even processed? Have you even processed what happened and how this is going to be affecting the rest of your life and everything?" And I hadn't. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was going to be anything. Like it was. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can light this up better. So I did end up speaking with a therapist finally, because I had like a whole lot of life stuff going on that was pretty deep, and then in addition to that was all the paralysis and all the life stuff and everything. So it was it was it was heavy. I'll just say it was heavy, and they helped me out with some big PTSD things and that I was struggling with and working through, and with my career and life, and oh geez, just everything. It was so much, and I wouldn't say I've ever even really finally grieved the paralysis. I think I would honestly, even now, I would need to like go on a private trip or space somewhere, and I'd need to go and just be alone with myself for a couple of a couple of days to really like just let things sink in. And there were some pretty deep days after I was home out of the hospital when the girls when I got home, the girls were dropped off to me, and I loved it. I was so happy. I was more than welcoming to them being there. It was just really difficult physically. Like it was crazy when my ex dropped the girls off. I had again an 18-month-old daughter, and she was still wearing diapers, and so like I would have to her first diaper change. I was like, I could not pick her up. I could not. I was not strong enough. I did not know how to pick her up. It was so like that moment was really, really, really frustrating. And once I got through that, things started to get better. And then she really was establishing boundaries and testing the new dad. Oh, dang! You guys are freaking awesome. Who else signed up just now? Cheryl, thank you. That's awesome. I love it. You guys are so amazing. Thank you. Thank you. That is so cool, you guys. 2 of you signed up already. I don't know why and how, but that is so awesome. Thank you for doing that. It really does help us out. It's amazing. Thank you. And so got everything set up, started figuring life out, and did some therapy. And I don't know. Life is good, whatever. Like I focused my first year out of the hospital. I wanted to be able to see if I'd be able to walk again. So I went to physical therapy 5 days a week. I cashed out one of my retirement plans that I had, and really was just trying to just make it. I didn't even really think about what I was going to be doing or what was going to happen when that money ran out. That's for sure. And was going to physical therapy, and then ended up being very, very fortunate and blessed, and eventually met Andrea. I was dating a girl at the time, and but yeah. Anyways, Andrea just drew me in like no other. I can't even explain it. We'd actually seen each other up at the hospital. We were both in the hospital at the same time too, and had seen each other, but never talked or anything. But there was just like an unsaid something there. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was pretty cool. And then when it took a long time before finally Andrea was the one that said anything at the physical therapy, and was I had another female friend that was driving me there for therapy. Excuse me. And Andrea was asking questions like, so, about me and my wife, which was this friend that was driving me. So I corrected her and let her know that it was just a friend, and yeah. Anyways, it was gosh, I couldn't get her out of my mind. I'll just tell you that. My therapist would get irritated with me in a funny way, maybe, when she would catch me just like eyeballing Andrea around the place. She's just, it wasn't like a lustful thing. It was like seriously just drawn in so hard. It was crazy. So, anyways, grief. I don't have no grief. I don't have time for grief or whatever. That's not true. But I don't really know. Just because the way my brain works, like then I question if I'm questioning that or this or that, whatever. Like, I don't think I'm grieving it. I don't think I've embraced it. Maybe that's the best way to say it. And the clearest way for me when I think about it is I embraced it. I had to embrace it. So yeah, it was not going to change, and I wanted to be the best dad still. I still wanted to be the best whatever it was. I just really wanted, I had such a drive still. I need to fix that drive mentality and get going again and get rid of these excuses. So anyways, J.K. Kennedy says, I'm glad I caught you. Whoop, I'm going to delete you accidentally. There we go. I'm glad I caught you on a live. How are you doing? Doing good. Just sitting here in my bed, and that's not the funnest thing, but my toes are healing like ridiculously well. It's so crazy. So I'm grateful. I'm behaving. I'm trying not to I know it stresses Andrea out. It's super rude of me to like throw my whole focus and everything aside for my own desire, I guess, or whatever. When I start trying to just do projects nonstop, don't get me wrong, I have so much stuff going on out here, and there's so many things I want to or could or should be doing, but I'm just trying to be good at staying in here, which I've been up a lot. Like the last few days have been all the doctor's appointments and things, and so I've been busy with all that. I don't know if any of these ring lights even matter on the. I can't get the back blinds to open. Just the Wi-Fi is a little bit goofy. Oh, speaking of that, I'm gonna hurry and do something. No, I'll just wait until it goes back down. So we've got a good amount of people in here on. So let me go through here. So the grief thing was more of an embracing than grieving, and I just I had been blessed with good people around. Even the girl I was dating at the time, or that was around, that was sticking around the hospital and helping me out at the time. She even she had helped with just making things seem like it was going to be normal. Yeah, her name was Amanda, and she was helpful in a lot of ways. And so let's see, we've got a new person here commenting. Let's see. Hi, new to your channel. Been following you for a while. Glad that you're doing better. I love how you and your family are doing together. Thank you. Thanks. Save. That's saved awoke booby. Saved. Anyways, yeah, thank you. Thanks for all you guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. I really have like the craziest amount of respect and gratitude for everybody that's spending your time on here. It's amazing to me. So thank you, Mariah. I hope that answered you good enough. That was a long freaking answer. Darby says, not getting old. Watching you is a good example of reality and healing. Happy to see y'all putting out lots of content. Thanks. You know, it really has been amazing for that. It's like, this has been a blessing in a lot of ways. Like, seriously, that just always, there's just always blessings in all opposition. Like, I think it's just like, you just have to look outside yourself for a minute and then see the good in things. Like, man, I was so pissed when I heard my leg break. I was so mad, and then I was embarrassed. Like, I'd been in the hospital all year. Did not want to have something else where everybody in the world knew that I was broken. And thanks, Saved Awoke Poobie. Thanks for sharing it. I really appreciate it. Seriously, you guys that are on here, you're subscribing and signing up for memberships and stuff too. Like, thank you. It's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Help us get to the 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. That'd be phenomenal, and that'd be a great Christmas present. So, however we can do that. But if I was answering something, let's see where I was at, because I want to. Okay, so yeah, the content. So we've been able to like refocus our energy and attention to doing these daily lives, which we were. I think this is like we'd started revamping the way we were wanting to do our business stuff. Andrea and I are like finally like really coming together, and we're talking, we're planning things out, and like trying to figure out where and what we can do the best to help grow and encourage and do the things we need to do on here. And so it's been awesome to be able to help out with that. Like I'm sitting in here stuck in my room, so I've got no excuse not to be doing the live. So I make sure every day that we're not. And I was still doing good at making sure I got it done Monday through Friday before I had my broken femur. So you didn't need to break a femur necessarily. I was being good. But it is what it is. There's always a silver lining. Speaking of silver linings, we need to get our podcast launched, which is Silver Linings, the Wheelchair Dad. And let's see. Ed Bon Jovi says hello from Ed Bon Jovi. Love y'all. Thanks, Ed. Love me some Bon Jovi all the time. Let's see. Marie Morgenstern. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dan. Good to see you live in Guatemala City. Awesome. I am one of your followers. God bless you and your beautiful family now and always. That's so awesome. Seriously, it's so quick. So crazy to see how quick like we're like around the world, you know? Like people tuning in from all over the place. It's just crazy. I'm going to try to use this arm to get over here. I have to cheat. So the shoulder is so bad, it's ridiculous. At that, let's see, that we are now up to where Allie signed up. Again, Allie, really appreciate you signing up. That is so cool. I don't know what inspired both of you guys to sign up, other than you're obviously super smart, tasteful people. So is everybody else. So, but thanks for signing up. Let's see. Omaria Gomez, is that right? Omaria Gomez. Go to Puerto Rico. We have a natural hot water. This blessing water will help for you. That's so cool. We were just talking about that yesterday. We have a couple of natural hot springs up this way too that people. Sorry, I'm trying to rotate my leg. That people go to and believe has a lot of the medicinal healing benefit factors. And we used to go to the hot pots. That's what they call it, the hot pots beforehand. Really thinking and knowing how good it felt to be in that water. It's so crazy that so many people can go in and be in there and enjoy it and feel it and experience, health benefits. But the problem I have right now is my wounds are so open that if I got in the water, it would just be a raw nightmare, I think, and like just end up causing infections and problems and stuff that wouldn't be good, I don't think. So that's where we ended up. I know that my doctors are like, do not get in the water. Like, don't want to be having to deal with the water bacteria, which is like a different strain of bacteria than what they're dealing with right now anyways. So just I just try to keep it simple for them. See, Jarvis says, man, your mentality is so on point, and vice versa. Respect and love from jolly old London. Oh, thanks, Jarvis. Thank you, seriously. And MMO logging. Man, I appreciate you getting on here each time, man. It's so cool. Thank you. And hello back at you. And then we got Cheryl. Um, Cheryl H6M. Wonder what that. I'm trying to figure out. I like to try to figure those things out, like abbreviations. Like I like to do personalized license plates and stuff on the cars and things too. And so I'm always trying to figure out anything like that. I'm gonna tip this thing over with this little light. But anyways, thank you for your sign up, your membership. That is so cool. I'm hoping to get. I'd love to get like 1 million followers, and then like it'd be hella cool to hit 100 subscribers, like the paid subscribers. But 1,000 seems like we'd be able to get 1,000 people to sign up out of 800,000 followers that we have on here. It seems like I'm just trying to figure out. We need to figure out how to build an accessible home. So like one of these days when we get, you know, all these all this stuff figured out with all the social stuff, man, it'd be amazing. It'd be so cool to build an accessible home. I'd love to. I'd have to be in on it somehow. I'd have to be building. In fact, speaking of that, I told you guys in the title that I was thinking about, or would be talking about some upcoming things here. So recently, just spoke with a new friend of mine, Matt. He owns a bathroom remodel company here in Salt Lake, and he is also in a wheelchair. He broke his back doing motocross, his back or neck. And anyways, we somehow we had a mutual acquaintance bring the info together, and sounds like I think we're going to be able to work something out to do the bathroom remodel. So that means I'm going to be busting in and doing some work with that. I'm going to bring this up here so I don't have to turn to the side. Hold on. There we go. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, but let's just do that. That's way better. Way better. So, and now I don't have to like fall out of the bed to reach over there to, why the heck was I doing that over there? I have no idea. Now I don't know that I even need that light either. See all these things. Where's my freaking production crew to tell me all this stuff? Yeah, let's see. So the bathroom remodel, been wanting to. We did a shower, an accessible shower in our master bedroom like 2 years ago, and it was so cool. It's been such a freaking blessing. I went from seriously a little corner shower that I had mounted a fold down seat on the wall that I could transfer to, but it was literally like a corner shower, and I would get onto the bench and my knees would be touching the shower curtain, and like it was tiny. So we got rid of that and did like a huge walk-in shower thing in there. So yeah, it was really cool. So now we're going to be doing the other one, the other bathroom. It's funny, we have there's a big cast iron tub in there, and when we first moved in, it looked really beautiful and nice. And immediately after a couple of times of bathing the babies, or back then it was probably washing the dog first, it was my wheelchair started scratching the front of it, and I could see it was pink underneath there. Well, it turns out it's like a pink cast iron tub, and then somebody put one of those white, it's like a kit that you can buy at Home Depot, to refinish it nice and white. So now I've been in the middle of scraping all that off, and I've got another kit to redo it, but planning on just doing the tub. And then all of a sudden this whole thing fell into place, which was right in the midst of my mental thoughts of reaching back out to the one day, the people that did the bathroom for us. And luckily and fortunately, this other gentleman that owns the other remodel company, if he decides to go through with our agreement, anyways, he's in a wheelchair, paralyzed, and he's the owner. He's done a kick butt job doing that. So it'll be cool to be able to, I think, come together on it, do some cool video stuff with us both, like talking about it, and I can be in there, like start ripping and stuff apart, and he's got the. It seems like a lot of it's like the insert stuff, so he'll be able to decide and tell me what options we have for putting in there to change things up, make it nice, and it just needs to be a nice bathroom in there. I'm sick of it looking like it's a pink tub, pink and white, because I haven't got all of it because I can't reach it all without getting down into it probably. And so it's pink and white, and then like dark tile, and it's just like dark brown tiles and stuff. So it just doesn't look good at all. Yeah, that's what we've got going on in there, and it'll be cool. I need to send him some measurements. I just finished drawing my little sketch pad here so I can draw it onto some graph paper and make it official. See, that's normal, right? We got our 11 foot room there, and a little bathtub inset, and this is where the coat closet is on the other side of the hall on the wall. So if I have to be like, give me a huge shower, like let's do it, whatever. Just anyways. And then vanity and little toilet, and we got our coat closet over here, or not coat, but anyways, the towel linen cupboard. So lots of stuff. You got to work on that and get that sent to him today. Let me catch up with with all you guys real quick. Hello in Germany. Caesar Times, you're the best dad and husband. Thanks. Hello in the Philippines. You guys are all so awesome. I don't know. And MML logging. I saw your comment earlier talking about, yes, Andrea is definitely a special woman, and you can't find a woman like her on every corner. Probably stop looking on the corners. That seemed to work for me. So, JK Candy, what a blessing. I was worried about you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate all that. It's so super kind. And Jennifer, how are you? Or not, we got Jennifer, and then we've got, hold on, where'd you go? Leanne. Leanne says, so good to hear that the toes are healing well. Yeah, they look so good. Like a few days ago, I was like really, like it's like, oh my gosh, are they going to be able to heal from being that raw and ruined? Like there was just flesh hanging off of everywhere. It's like I wanted to wipe it off and clean it, but not look and just know how horrible it was. There was so much stuff coming off of there. It was nasty, and now it looks like feet again. It looks like toes, and I'm assuming it's going to heal a lot better than it's healed in the past. With this whole last year was like kind of spawned from like 2 years ago. I burnt my feet in the shower, and the water was too hot, and so ended up blistering some things up, and then it turned into having to try to fix that for the whole year, and it was a lot of it was just a lot with it never healing. Going like, I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully we can come back. We live. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully we can come back. We live again yet? Um, okay, upset, and then I just rolled it. So hopefully we'll be back. We're back. We just dumped everybody. I hate when it freezes. Dang it. Alright, come back in here. So, yeah, that's a pain in the butt when it does this, so, gosh darn it. I'm just gonna leave it alone for a minute and just hope that nobody calls or does anything stupid. Goodness, I got so behind on your guys' comments. So many people on here chatting, but really appreciate you guys. Saved Woke Poobie says hi, new to, oh yeah, that's the new to your channel. Joy, so that's wonderful news. So what can you do one day at a time? Andrea is an amazing wife and you are strong. Keep it up and keep up the good work and stay positive attitude. You are, and stay positive as you are. Dang, I just make stuff up. Thanks. Prayers for you and the family. Thanks, Miss Mamacita. You guys, yeah, if you guys can share this, great. If you guys aren't subscribed or signed up, sign up so you know when we go live again and catch all the amazing posts. Andrea threw a couple on yesterday that are doing really good. You should check them out. And this is just where you go for your real dose of reality, I guess, and just realize that life is the same over here as it is at your place, and we're all the same. So, Dogs Rule, what's up? Says, hey Dan, I'm sorry I'm here. I saw you go live earlier, but I was talking to a friend on the phone. Here, I'm here now. Good.
Dad, do you want to read this?
What is it? What do we got?
Mom's phone.
Yes. Okay. So this, I wanted to read a comment on here, and gosh, now I wish it was towards the front, but I'm gonna have to tell people, like, put it in the description to listen to this end part. Hello there in Italy. Had a lady write in, can you see me chat? First time 386. Man, I'm glad to see you're a member on there too. New member. Thank you for signing up. Just go through a couple things real quick. Kelsey, hello. I was wondering about the NAW wheelchair. Which brand wheelchair is the most similar to? I'm wondering about the NAW wheelchair. Which main brand wheelchair is it most similar to? Kelsey, NAW wheelchair. Let's see if I can see something here. NAW wheelchair. Let's see. which you're talking about, like, sorry, and oh, you're talking about not a wheelchair, duh, the abbreviation. Okay. All right, that's easy for me to answer. So, yes, get a not a wheelchair. Get a not a wheelchair. It is most like Tylite. I would say it's most like Tylite. Yeah, thanks, Paradox Project. Yeah. And I need to do another post because freaking Zach and Cambry, they're awesome. They have such an awesome project going there. And it's just starting to kick off big time. I was looking on there the other day, and Zach was doing a post with just a whole line of chairs that are in production right now they're all being built for somebody, and they're all heading out, but just had a whole rainbow array of colors. It was like 30 or 40 chairs long, and it was just all the way that, yeah, everything about their chairs are cool. So the price, you can get a chair for under $1,000, which is unreal in the wheelchair world. Like normally for a wheelchair like that, you'd be somewhere between $5,000 and $15,000 for just a manual wheelchair that you have to still push yourself around in. It's crazy. So hello, Autumn. But yes, they're most like a Tylite. In fact, I've got, look at this. I've got, don't mind the mess, but I've got my not a wheelchair right here. Let's spin it around here. I was digging in the back there. So that's my not in a wheelchair with all my crap on it. Love the wood push rims in the wintertime. Holy crap, I love them. But like with the paint job, like they paint everything on it, and then there's the Tylite over there in the corner. So it's most like that guy. That's the clothing rack right there. So I was gonna read it right now. Sorry, I was just leading up to, my bad. But I was finishing up the thing I was on. Anyways, I'm gonna spin this around. Hurry and read this before Andrea takes her phone back. So somebody wrote in a comment that I really wanted to address, and before I get distracted anymore, all right. It's beautiful. This is so awesome. This is seriously, this like makes all of my suffering, money in the bank. Like it's anything, man. This like makes my freaking day. This is like so cool. So this lady wrote in and says, hi, I've quietly followed your channel for a while, and I just wanted to say thank you. My son uses a wheelchair and one of the questions he asked was, can I use a wheelchair and still be a dad someday? Is that a thing, Mom? And while I assured him that he most certainly could be a wheelchair cruising dad, and a great one at that, he needed more. And that question prompted me to search to show him dads who use wheelchairs. And one day I found your channel and I showed it to him, and we've watched every video since then. Thank you for showing him that not only is being a great dad possibility for him, but so are other hopes and dreams that he has. That doesn't seem like enough. That doesn't seem like enough, but those are the only words I can find. My heart is so very full of gratitude for you. So, man, I cannot tell you how that makes all this come together. It's seriously, I've had a couple of messages through time that have been really similar to that. And one was like a mom of like a young little guy, like a 4 or 5 year old, and just like had all sorts of fears in her mind as to what kind of a life her son would be living, and she had no, like, you don't know what's going on, but then to be able to like see a little glimpse of what is really possible, and not just like for a few people, but for anybody, it's just, man, it's just relieving for these people, and for it would have been for me too if I had been able to find something like that. I'm sure when I was on the quest in the hospital trying to see what my life was going to be like in a wheelchair, but I couldn't find anything back then, and that was the whole reason why we originally wanted to start posting. So, babe, you can have your phone back. Thank you. So we got cheers from Rome. Thank you. Crying hippie. Hello. What's up? Oh, if something happens, not if something happens. If something happens. Hey, if something happens, you don't reply to. All right, cool. Good thought, man. Back to this post. Sorry, guys. Kelsey is wondering about. So that's my response on the chair. It's been a great chair. You can see that I use it every day, but they have great features. Seriously, the whole chair is painted instead of just like the frame part. Like for some, it's like the wheelchair's become. I know, Bright Foundation. Stop! You're gonna kill me. So thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it. It's awesome to be able to feel like I feel like that's been our purpose, is to be here for not just people in wheelchairs, which is where I was really like narrow minded and small scope when we started posting, but it blew up to just being, including everybody really quick. But it was I can't tell you how full circle, how much that's just like an answer to my prayers, and anything. If I could just have done that once for one person and been able to share that story, and not me, but if my story was able to help somebody through the grace of God and connecting people and putting that in front of somebody that it could help benefit, it's seriously so worth it. I mean, to be able to help somebody out in your life more sincerely, I don't know. And it just really brings a lot of meaning, and gosh, I don't know, I'm all boogered up, but anyways, it means a lot. So thank you for doing all that and sharing that little bit with us. And hope you don't mind that I read that out loud, and I didn't have a name to throw on there with it, but I definitely recognize your title on there, so thanks. And I'm trying to be a big boy. So I wish I spoke Spanish on there, you guys, from Dominican Republic. Let's see, something about our family, but thank you. I'm sure it's thank you for all that. Hello there in Italy. Back to Gagola, something. Don't mind laughing at my name enunciations. And hello in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. With God, all things are possible. Sending prayers to you. Thanks. Thank you, Miriam. Miriam. For sure. Kelsey, if you have any more questions, let me know on the wheelchair. It's really held up really well. Now they've got the folding hand canes and stuff, which is like, it's like got some great features on there, and the the front casters. They've already upgraded from when they first started rolling out their wheelchair production. The setup that they have now on here is solid, and like you bang it into curbs or whatever accidentally, all that good stuff, and still keep on going, and it doesn't roll the caster back or anything. It's crazy. So okay, stop. Whoa, that's rough. Thanks though. Let's see. If there's anything else I can tell you on the chair, though, specifically, ask me and I will answer it. But it's almost exactly like a Tylite. So, and Tylites were my favorite chair up until this point. So, and now I love this chair. One, it's made an hour away from where I live, and from a cool dude. A couple, Zach and Cambry, are amazing. Cambry's uses a wheelchair, and they've just done amazing things for the community, for the disabled community. Now they have this nonprofit doing wheelchairs, like for affordable wheelchairs, which is needed so bad. Like, it's ridiculous when you need to get a wheelchair, and it takes months months to get into doctors to get an eval done, and then you file that, and then it's months to wait for the insurance to approve it. When they finally approve it, then it takes months for the company to build it. So you're looking at, like, I swear, at the fastest, you're like 6 months and that's if you're pushing them. I swear it'd be like 6 months to get a wheelchair done anywhere else. But Zach's chair's not a wheelchair. It's awesome, man. It's held up to all my abuse. But the wood push rims, I'm telling you what, the wood push rims and the frame, they have these, it's like clear bra on a car, but it goes on the front frame, like in scales, like pieces that you can like peel off and replace if you need to down the road if you bang your chair up. But I like to keep my chairs looking nice. Some people love the fact that their chairs look just beat to piss and all the paint's off of it, and it's like, oh, man, I like to have it look nice. It's like wearing my clothes, and that's what I was getting at also with the paint. With the not a wheelchair chairs, that's like the whole back stuff is all painted, and the axles painted, and like they just look really good. I want to, I don't know, have some thoughts to have to throw their way, but I need to get some other posts up and really brag it out. And then there's another product that if you haven't heard of what? Oh, sorry, I thought Andrea was calling me. There's another product that I need to mount on there that is normally there, and that's the lap stacker. The lap stacker. If you use a wheelchair, if you know somebody in a wheelchair, look up the lap stacker. I think I think we might have a link on our website on the not a wheelchair, or sorry, no, I'll take that, on the wheelchair dad page. There's a link, I think, for it, and I think it gives you free shipping at least. But the lap stacker is a life game changer for anybody in a wheelchair, because I guarantee you, whoever you are, you put stuff on your lap and it's fallen off, and you've made yourself look like a clown sometimes when you start getting mad about it. I know I do almost every day. So, lots of stuff to chat about on there. So, gosh, man. Autumn. Let's see. I've been watching y'all the channel for a while, and it's amazing the love you and your wife have, and y'all encourage me to want to be better every day. This is an example for others, no matter what kind of something you're having, you stick together, stay strong, and you'll get through the tough times. I love watching your channel. Thanks, Autumn. Sorry about my broken reading there. Still trying to recover from my eyes leaking there, and make sure that I'm not picking at where my stitches were. I had my stitches taken out the other day on my leg from the broken femur. See these guys? Had them all taken out. So anyways, they looked really good. It's just still really big and swollen. Need to get this swollen down too. But geez, we're going on a long time here. What's up, farmer? See, I saw you on here, so now we can be done, I guess. Which live did you miss? Because I think if you missed yesterday, it's because I didn't have one. But I think you were on the one before. Sophia, praying for your healing and strength. In Jesus' name, sending prayers, healing, love to you and your family from California. Thanks, Sophia. Yeah, you guys are all great, and I appreciate it. Autumn asking if we're ready for Christmas. Nope, we're not. Lots of things we're not ready for. Goodness, man. You know what? Our wedding anniversary is in like 5 more days, and that just like hit me last night. And it was funny because I was like, holy crap, if we're in December, that means our wedding anniversary is like somewhere right close. And then I was like, oh wait, what day are we at? Because it's the 10th, and I need to figure out what to do for our anniversary. This is number 11. I had reached out to a couple of the hotel chains around here, trying to be a good boy and plan things in advance, but I haven't heard back from them and their marketing people, which is annoying. So I need to just do something, I guess, but need to get out. It's number 11, and it has been a crazy one, so I need to see if we can get somebody here to watch the kids. And yeah, we need to go go do that. So, and then today, so we've got my daughter will be here when she gets out of school today, and then she goes back to her mom's tomorrow after school, and then she'll be gone to her mom's all weekend. So we need to get the tree up today and get whatever we can out and decorated and going and done today while she's here. The two older kids are floating around doing whatever. Um, let's see, Bright Foundations. He wants to know if you ever had or would want a power chair. So I had my Omeo wheelchair, OMEO, and I loved that chair. It was awesome. It let me do everything out here. Like, you could go through the grass, the weeds, the dirt, onto the sidewalk. It's all it's like a Segway that you sit on, and so you just control the speed, leaning backwards and forwards, and you can actually control the seat turning and everything too, all with your trunk if you wanted to. But I seem to do better using the joystick for the fine turning and stuff. So you had a joystick that just did left and right. But I loved rocking that chair. We had it for like a year. We're trying to do posts and trying to get sales and stuff for the company, but they're expensive. There's like a $30,000 chair, and we weren't able to get very many. Well, they weren't able to get very many deals closed on sales on the chair, and they wanted to change some different things, and one thing led to another, and they asked for the chair back a few months ago, and so lost the chair because their mindset isn't on those chairs right now, and so I want to have it. I know they were going to make me a very fair deal because we were trying to advertise and sell and stuff for them. They had come up with an amazing price for me to keep one, but I just didn't have any of the extra money around at all in order to do it. And like, of course, I could have jumped on and asked for people to see if he could help out, but it's just like not the place. I love that. Like, that was cool because it was like a cool chair. But I don't want I just don't know. I don't like the big power chairs. I think it's important for you to save your shoulders. So like for you to get one of the smart drive assists or a motor assist of some kind to help out so you don't wreck your shoulders is really important. I have to get my shoulders replaced, and I'm like really afraid of the recovery and what that's all going to entail. It's not going to be easy. I know that. So keep that in mind. But the power chairs, they're just big and awkward and bulky. I like to just be quick to the point, get in the car, get in, pull it in, and go. And yeah, it would be that, like, I just like that. So we had a lift in our van for the Omeo, but I needed to modify it a little bit because our van was just a little bit too high, and so the lift only did like, yeah, it was just a little bit off, so we weren't able to use it like I wanted to. And so while that was all taking place, we ended up having to give it back, which was really, really hard. Like, I seriously was in tears, like a little baby watching that thing go. I could pull the kids in the wagon. It had headlights, it had tail lights, it had a USB charging port for the phones. Like, it was seriously the freaking coolest chair. And I could have both the girls on my lap. I know you're not supposed to. It's like one of those manufacturer things that, of course, it's only for the driver. Um, but it was a great chair. It did a lot of stuff. So one of these days I'll get one, and we'll just see how it goes when that finally happens. But yeah, we got anniversary coming up, and then Christmas. We got to figure out what to get, how to get it. Just like everybody else, Christmas comes and it's like, oh man, like I don't know how we all do it, because like they say everybody's paycheck to paycheck anyways, and then throw birthdays and holidays and let's see. So thanks MML logging. Happy anniversary, he says. And then Enrico, probably missing something. Italy. Hello, Enrico in Italy, man. Thanks for reaching out. Appreciate it. First time, 386. Have you ever thought of doing a GoFundMe? I would donate. Think about it. I have such a hard time with that. I'd love to do it, and I know so many people would be willing to help out. Like we just helped a lady that we know. She had a power chair. She has a ventilator, like quadriplegic, and they had a van that was like set up to be able to drive the wheelchair up into, all that stuff, and they got it repoed the other day when we were in the hospital, and they needed $1,100 in order to get it out of repo. And then Andrea was talking with the mom. It's another mom that was on our son's soccer team, and our sons played together, but it's really crazy. She's like an active mom. Always, it's way more work than my chair to get around. So I was like, mad respect for this family, for her, like with the ventilator and everything, being able to make all the stuff, and just amazing. But anyways, we found out that she needed X amount of dollars to pay the whole thing off, and was able to pay it off, and then some. I think found out the payoff was like, oh, I gotta end things. I've gotta. Okay, all right, I'll be done in just a second then. Yep. All right, so I got physical therapy here, which I forgot about. But yeah, it would be cool to do. It would be cool to do a GoFundMe or something, but anyways,
Gonna come back here, so
okay, cool. Yep, yeah. So all that being done, I appreciate you guys. I've got to bounce for this live real quick, so we'll catch up on other things the next time. So if you guys have questions, shoot them out. Let me know in the comments. You have shoulder surgery,
damn.
and yeah, thanks you guys.